when it comes to business, we are level -0. So I waited and waited. Hours went by. No, nothing. It's like, we don't know how to do business. First of all, if that was me, right? I said, you've got to be out of your mind. She switched off the phone. If there was a China company in the States that will bring my items to Ghana for me, I will use them over a Ghanaian person. And this is why China will always beat us. The customer should work in order for me to allow you to access my business. And before we know it, we'll see China people roasting plantain on the roadside. You don't care about the customer. Fix up. Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, in today's video, I want to talk about why Ghanaians will never ever beat China. And I know some of you are probably wondering, oh, but why do you have to say that? Okay, look, I love my Ghanaian people. I really, really do. They have great qualities about them. There's no disputing that, right? They're some of the most hospitable people that you will come across. But when it comes to business, we are level -0 because, like, why are we like this, honestly speaking? So what I decided that I wanted to do was I wanted to share my journey of starting my whip shea butter business right in Ghana. And the reason I wanted to do it is because I thought it would be helpful for those who are coming and wanting to set up business and to, you know, show you what it, kind of give you a taste of what it's like. So I thought it would be good to share on this channel. So in me starting this process, because already I had started it, right? Because my aim is to have distribution here in Ghana, but also have distribution in the States as well. And so I had already begun this journey and I've hit so many blocks along the way that it has been absolutely crazy. So I thought, you know what? So, and then something happened to me the other day. So this is going to be a bit of a story time video. So bear with me as I tell you the story, okay? So anyway, I thought it'd be a great educational video for you guys to learn from and, you know, yes, use the information as you will. So my main aim was to set up distribution in Ghana and also have a distribution center in the States. So I've already kind of begun this journey and I've already hit some interesting, I don't want to say roadblocks, but some interesting things have happened along the way. So one of the first things that I wanted to do was to be able to ship my goods from here to the States in order for them to be distributed. So on my journey, I decided that I was going to look for distributors, right? So I didn't want to necessarily go by air because air is quite expensive. So I need to find someone who's going to be reasonably cost effective so that I can have the items shipped over there to the States, right? Now, my first stumbling block was where to find these people because, you know, we don't have there's no yellow pages, there's no exact directory of where to find these people. Literally, you do a Google search and Google, a lot of the links that was coming up looking for freight forwarders were dead ends. People wouldn't, or you'd go to people's websites and it would be like, there's not really a contact number per se, or it's like, fill out this form and we'll come back to you. So I filled out a few forms online trying to get through to people. I probably filled out about 3 or 4 online, no response, nothing. So I keep searching on the internet. I finally managed to get in contact with one company. I call them up, they're like, they don't do small shipments. My shipment is too small. I'm like, okay, fine. Then do you know anybody else that would be able to handle my shipment to the States? So he gives me a contact number. So then I messaged this person. First of all, in fact, I didn't. I called this person. They didn't answer. So sometimes, you know, Ghanaians, they won't pick up the phone if they don't recognize the number. So I sent a text message. And the guy's like, okay, where'd you get my number from? Like, somebody gave it to me. I said, do you do shipping from Ghana to the States? And he was like, oh, yes, we do. And so he gave me a quote for air freight. And I was like, oh no, the quote is too expensive, right? What about sea freight? Do you do sea freight? And he was like, yeah, we do. I'm at the airport at the moment, but when I get home, I'll give you the quotes. I said, okay, cool, no problem. So I waited and waited. Hours went by, no, nothing. I was like, okay. So I wait a day or two. Maybe he's busy, you know, whatever. I wait a day or two, I message him back. Oh, I'm still waiting for the quote. Do you have the quote for me? I already told him how much the weight is of what I'm sending, right? And he was like, oh, in fact, no. First of all, he didn't even respond. So I was like, okay. So I waited another few more days. And then I reach out to him again. Then he tells me, oh, he's been sick, so he hasn't been able to do quote, but he'll do it tomorrow. Okay, cool, no problem. I've been patient. I've waited over a week now, right? So I was like, okay, cool, no problem. Then I message him again the next day because he told me I'll get the quote tomorrow. I message and he tells me, No, in fact, he didn't even respond. He didn't even respond. So I was like, because I messaged him and I said, oh, you said you'd give me the quote tomorrow, but I haven't heard from you. Crickets. Up till today, crickets. It's been like 2 weeks now, nothing. So I'm like, okay, it's almost like I have to beg you for business. That's the problem with Ghanaians. We have to beg them for business too much. Even where I was sourcing my shea butter from, I had an issue with them too. So usually they've been fine. I've ordered for them a few times in the past and it hasn't been an issue. You know, you go through a process, they bring it from the village, you get your shea butter or whatever, right? Because I wanted it to be authentic. And yeah, I wanted it to be really authentic. So I messaged him and I was like, oh, I need this amount of shea butter. It was quite a large amount, right? No response. 1 week, no response. Even though I'd followed up the message again and I was like, maybe you didn't see my order. What about this? And nothing. So then I was like, this is getting ridiculous. So I go and I find somewhere else and I order it from there, right? And then they come back to me later and like, oh, sorry, we missed your message. This is the cost. I'm like, oh, I've ordered it from somewhere else. Okay, no problem. It's like, we don't know how to do business. First of all, if that was me, right, and I had missed an order, I would first of all apologize to the person. I'm really sorry that I didn't see the order. Next time, you know, I'll make it up to you to make sure that I get repeat business from the person. But these people were just like, oh, no problem. Like, I deliberately told them I had to go and get it from somewhere else because I wanted to see what the response was going to be like. And their response was very nonchalant, like, oh, no problem. That was it. Okay, so now you've lost my business. I've gone somewhere else. I've got it from somewhere else, right? In the time frame that I wanted it. It's like, okay. Now, that wasn't my only issue. Now I need to order some other items, some other ingredients, right? So there's a company that I've been using this whole time. You know, it's been fairly okay. It's not been outstanding service, but it's been okay. So I place an order with them. And they get my order wrong. First of all, I asked for it to come in a certain time frame, right? It didn't, but okay, fine. That doesn't bother me so much. But then they send my order. It's the wrong order. They sent me the wrong item. So then she's even confused because she messages me and she says to me, oh, the item that I gave you is incorrect. That one actually costs more. And so I messaged her back. I said, but this. So then I look, right? Because it's just, she messaged me just as I got the item. I was like, oh, no, but this isn't what I asked for. And she was like, oh, I've mixed up your order with somebody else. So if you can send it back. I was like, okay, yeah, I can send it back. And you send me my correct one. So send me the correct one and I'll send you this one back. And she was like, oh, but then we'll have to pay for the delivery. I'm like, okay, but I've already paid to receive the items. You've made a mistake. So therefore you have to pay for my new item to come back to me and I'll give it to the rider and the rider can bring it back to you. And I have an issue with that. Then it turns out into this big thing. She was like, oh, okay, madam, I'll get back to you. Now we're going on. It's like 7 o'clock in the night and I'm still going back and forth with these people. Oh, our rider is not here. And even if I ask him to do it, I have to pay out of my pocket because, you know, she was just a worker in the place. I'm like, okay, that's really got nothing to do with me. This is business. And this goes on for days. Now I have the wrong item. Now I'm getting upset because like I need to start making some stuff because I'm trying to get the stuff taken to the States. And so we're going back and forth because she doesn't want to pay for the delivery. I said, okay, you know what? Let me see if I can find a rider, right? But you're going to have to cover the cost. I will find the rider. I will send him to your place to get the item that I actually need. Then when he brings it, I will give him the item that's mistaken, and he will send it back to you. When the rider gets to you, then you pay him. And I tell her how much it's going to be. Oh, the cost is too much. I'm like, so what do you want me to do? That's how much it costs because the person has to pick up from you, bring to me, and then go back to you. She was like, oh, the cost is too much. And then eventually she agrees to do it, but she says, I'm not paying a penny more than that. I was like, well, that's going to be between you and the rider. As long as you don't delay receiving the item, that should be the cost. It shouldn't really go up. It's maybe 1 or 2 cities, maybe, if anything, but the price shouldn't go up. That's the price. So then it doesn't work out because of their end. And it turns into this long thing. Now, eventually, they're like, okay, we're going to send you the correct item. Now, this is where the story gets interesting. It says, we're going to send you the correct item. She agrees that she's going to pay because she admits that it's her mistake. So she says she's going to send the item to me. So she sends the item. Then she says, I've just spoken to my madam. My madam said that I should not pay for the delivery, that you should pay for delivery, and next time you order, that they will deduct the delivery from what I ordered. I said, you've got to be out of your mind. There is no, first of all, I'm already upset because I've been waiting for my item for so long, and it's been now days. So you've delayed me, you've inconvenienced me, and I'm doing my best to help you, and you're telling me that the delivery that I've arranged for you is too expensive. Now you're doing, it's just the whole thing's just a mess, right? And so she's already given the item to the rider, and the rider's already on the way to the house. So I said, then when she sent me that message, I tried to call. Immediately I called, literally, I listened to the message, I called. She switched off the phone, meaning that she's not going to pay for the delivery. So what I do is, that's not my business. You're the one that has a business. The rider knows what your story is. So I take my item for the rider. I said, the people who are sending the item are supposed to pay. So he's calling them, no answer. So he's calling me and telling me that the delivery has not been paid for. I said, well, you're gonna have to keep calling them. Maybe try tomorrow or go back to the store, wherever, I don't know. If anything, report them, because they ordered it on their app and it was meant to be, this is their mistake, this is their mess up. I'm not going to pay for the delivery because they made a mistake. And who told you I'm coming back to order from you again? I'm not going to order from you again because you've messed up my delivery. So you telling me that, you'll pay next time I order. What kind of customer service is that? That's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. What's happening here? What is happening here? What happened to customer service? That is not how you do business. You made a mistake. You admitted that you made the mistake, and yet you want me to pay for your mistake, and next time I order, there's not going to be a next time. That's what you haven't understood. So up to today, it's been 2 weeks. Her item is still sitting here. And that is, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the rider. I don't know. But it's terrible customer service. Why are we like this? So trying to start a business and working with some Ghanaians, I won't say all, because some Ghanaians do business very, very well. So I'm not going to say all Ghanaians, but some Ghanaians, they make it difficult. So you are delaying something that I need, which delays my business in order for me to get what I need to get done. So now, some of the things that I needed, some items that I need to get from China, right? My containers, right? The containers. And I needed to print some stickers. If I start telling you about the stickers thing that I had happen here, that one is even another thing. So I'm never going to go into that story, right? So I said, you know what? I'm going to order my containers from China because it's going to be easier for me to get. I'll bulk buy them. It's a lot cheaper. I'm going to save money here, and I'm going to print the stickers as well while I'm out there. So I'm talking to this woman in China. We're connecting. She's telling me about this, that, and the other, how I can do it. She's being very, very helpful. I'm messaging her. I don't know what time it was, but anyway, I don't sleep early. So it was whatever time in the morning here in Ghana. But anyway, she was awake in China. So we're going back and forth and we're having a conversation, and she's being very, very helpful. She's like, do you want this size of container, this size of container? She's giving me all the different options. She's giving me the prices. I'm like, that one's expensive. She's like, okay, let me see how I can bring the price down for you. Ghanaians don't negotiate. That is the price they tell you, and that's it, right? So she's like, okay, I can do it for this, especially because your first time customer would like to have your custom back. She's being really, really helpful. And so I go to bed, I wake up in the morning and I see a message from her, and I'm like, I see the time that it is there. It's 10 o'clock their time in the evening. So she's left work. So I send a message and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll go for these containers. This is the one I want. This is whatever, right? She actually messaged me back from home. She's like, oh, I'm not in the office now, but when I get there in the morning, I'll sort it out for you. She's at home, she's clocked off for the day. She's at home. She's messaging me. She's telling me that she's okay. When she gets to work, she'll sort it out for me. Then she we sort out the labels and the bags that I needed because I need to get some bags printed. And she's like, okay, this is the design. She sends me everything. She's like, is everything fine for you? She takes a picture of it. She sends it to me. She's like, okay, it looks a little bit different in this lighting. She's like giving me all this information that I'm not even used to anymore because I've been in Ghana so long. She's been so helpful. Then she does the stickers and she's like, do you want us to put the stickers on the containers for you? I'm like, really? You do that for me? I'm like, no, it's fine. I need to do it after I've filled the containers. But it's like this helpfulness. And now she goes, it's time to deliver the stuff, right? Now the delivery is made so easy. After I pay, She's like, she sends me the thing so that I can track my shipment. And I can see everything in the track, exactly where my package is. It says it's here, it has been delivered to here, to here, to here, and it tells you the exact time that it was. I can see where my package is. Oh my gosh. I ordered some things from the States to come to Ghana. It's been almost 2 months. I'm waiting. Apparently, it's still here. It has landed in Ghana. It's here. My package is here. But I've had no way to track my shipment. I have to keep calling the connects that I had in America to be like, where's the package? Where's the package? Oh, it's on its way. It's on its way. You should get it maybe January. I sent it the end of November. You should get it in January. I'm still waiting. Like, there's no method to see where your shipment is even. Like, we don't know. It's a mystery. Someone even emailed me and told me that they had sent some items to be shipped, and up to today, they don't know what's happened. They think the person has cheated them. Like, why do we not have better systems? Honestly speaking, I'm not going to lie to you. If there was a China company in the States that will bring my items to Ghana for me, I will use them over a Ghanaian person, because I need some type of accountability when it comes to doing these things. And this is why China will always beat us. They go the extra mile. What does it cost for this woman to say, do you want us to label all these stickers? I've ordered how many containers? And then you're telling me, you're asking me, do I want you to label the containers for me at no extra cost though? And I'm like, that's amazing customer service. Like, I would always go back to this person because they've been so helpful. She responds to my message, whether she's at home, she's at work, wherever, she responds to my message, just so she keeps the line of communication. Ghanaians, up till today, I still haven't got my quote to ship my stuff with this person from Ghana here to the States. Just a simple quote. This is not even to take the package and move it, but just a quote. Like, what, I mean, if this is your business, right, you should have been able to put this stuff together, and give me the quote. This is not a big deal. I've told you how much it weighs. Like, I don't understand what the delay is. But it's annoying. So me, I will look for a China person to do it. And that is why China will always beat Ghanaians, because we don't know customer service. We don't know how to do business. We really don't. The only thing that keeps Ghanaians in business, I will say, and I'm being very frank here, right, is because we don't really know our other options, what other options are available to us. We don't know how to go and find the Chinaman that is necessarily doing shipping abroad for us, because we haven't come across, in Ghana, a lot of things happen because of referrals. It's somebody that you know that can tell you about this person does that, and that's how you get your contact. But we don't really know. So we don't really know where to start, And it makes things very difficult for us. So doing business here is so difficult. So it's almost like you have to find ways to go around the Ghanaian person. When I was trying to order containers from here in Ghana, I asked the woman, okay, well, I'm ordering this amount. Can you give me a discount? She told me, no, that is the price. Okay, fine. No. She wouldn't, no offer of, okay, well, I can't give you a discount of the price. And I'm talking like 1 cedi. She won't even drop 1 cedi, right? No free delivery, nothing. Or half price delivery, or on your next order, there's no concession to make you want to be a repeat customer for those people. Now, I'm not saying that, she's obligated to give me 1 cedi off the price of the number of containers I'm ordering. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying there should be a way to, when you get a customer, for that customer to want to come back to you. But we don't know how to do that. We rather believe that the customer should work in order for me to allow you to access my business. And that's not how to do business. Honestly speaking, there's so many businesses here in Ghana that I'm like, if I had capacity, I'll take the business from you. Like, honestly, I'll set up shop and I'll take the business from you, because it would be so easy to do. I don't even have to do much. I only have to do 10% better than what you're doing, and I'll take your customers. Just like that, it'd be so easy. And that is exactly what is happening. That is exactly what is happening in Ghana right now. We complain about people coming and taking business from Ghanaians and doing this. Yes. And before we know it, we'll see China people roasting plantain on the roadside. And don't be surprised if it happens. You heard it here first. You'll see the China man roasting plantain on the roadside, because he'll do a better service than us Ghanaians, because we don't know how to handle customers. So therefore, they find somewhere else to go. And that is a fact. And we need to fix up, seriously. If we want Africa to grow, if we want Ghana to grow, if we want to bring investors in, then we need to do better. We can't be doing half-hearted things and doing it like we're doing people a favor, because that's not how it works. It's difficult, because now we're going to go and look for outside ways to source our ingredients, source what we need to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to find other ways, because we can't keep our businesses alive by working with people that don't care about customer service and don't care about the experience that the customer is receiving. And that is how we are losing out, and that is how we're going to continue to lose out unless we find a better way to do things. Anyway, my rant is over. Like, you can see I'm going into a rant because I'm so passionate about this stuff, because really, honestly speaking, I really wanted everything to be done in Ghana and just have a really great experience. Like, I know ordering the containers is not a big deal, right, to get them from China. That's where most people, Ghanaians, get their stuff for their containers. They order it from China, right? I just did that. But I'm just like, if there are ways, like if I start another business or I'm doing something, if there are ways that I can cut out the Ghanaian, I will do so if I'm going to have a better service, and especially if I'm going to have a better price. And that is what most people do. They go around the Ghanaian to get what they need to get, because the Ghanaians are not doing what they're supposed to do. And I will also say this, and some of you are not going to like me for saying this, but I'm going to say this. There are certain diaspora people that have come to start businesses, and you two are falling into that Ghanaian mindset where you don't care about the customer. Fix up. Don't do that, because we are hearing more and more of these experiences as well. Some of you have come, set up. I heard a story the other day. I'm not going to go into it because it wasn't my story and I don't know all the facts. But somebody went to support a business and there ended up being an altercation. And I'm like, how does this happen? What happened? Like, how did this incident occur? Like, we shouldn't be like this. We can't be. I mean, when I said that, you know, if I was to start a business, I only need to do 10% better to take your business, it's the truth. But I wouldn't do 10% better. I'll do a really great job because I want to keep repeat customers. I don't want to have customers that come because, well, I guess you're the best option for now. I want people to come to me to patronize my business because I am the best. And that's what we need to be striving for as diasporans. As we come into Ghana and we are setting up businesses, we need to make sure that our business is the best, not just that we're doing a fraction better than the local person. We need to be the best in what we do. And so we can't be falling into certain categories and not caring anymore. We have to give a better service if we want to for people to come into the country and patronize us and grow our business. Because one thing about Ghana is we have scalability options. We are able to scale businesses and we are able to do great things, but not if we're going to give a bad service. We need to do better. Anyway, I said I was going to stop, but I'm going to stop right now. Okay, so anyway, I'd love to hear you guys' experiences about what it's been like for you setting up business, experiences that you've had ordering for businesses in Ghana. Let me know. Let's talk about it some more in the comment section. I can't wait to share more about my journey with my whipped shea butter and growing my brand, Fafa by Dela. I'm really excited to share it with you because this is obviously very new for me as well, and I'm kind of like trying to find my feet. I'm trying to grow the business in the best way. I'm not trying to run fast. I'm trying to do things so that I can give you guys and give everybody the best experience possible. So stick with me as I share that journey with you and all the other journeys and things that are going to happen. But anyway, if you would like to do a one-to-one consultation with me about moving to Ghana, send me an email to dela@multidela.com. Also, if you are looking for a place to stay, a nice soft landing when you arrive in Ghana, I have 2 one-bedroom apartments that are available for rent. Again, send me an email and we can talk about it from there. If you would also like to order some of my whipped shea butter, again, I have stock here in Ghana and I have some in the States, so let me know. Okay, that's the end of today's video. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to also like, comment and share this video. Until next time, I am out. Nativafa.